Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. I am Aaron Wigwam, and today we're going to take a look at Celeste. So let's not waste any time here. Celeste is amazing. It's incredible. It's so good. It deserves all the awards for presentation that have ever existed. I don't know if any of those have ever existed, so I got them this. It's an award that I drew myself. It says, congrats, best presentation ever. While making all other games look like dog shit, and I drew what was originally kind of a dog, and then it just turned into a blob, and then some poop, and then I signed it, so it would be official. You're welcome. So what do I mean by presentation? Well, let me tell you what I mean by presentation. By presentation, I mean pretty much every single aesthetic in the game, from the vibrant and hugely varied visuals that take us through abandoned cities, haunted hotels, mystical mountaintops, and jungles, all of which are breathtaking and alive with motion. When I say presentation, I am also talking about how the music for this game perfectly fits every single area. I'm also talking about the more simple things, like the way that the collectible strawberries burst into this little cloud of awesome and then give you 1,000 points, even though there aren't even points in this game. And I am definitely talking about the way you feel when you collect these little green seeds and this happens. I am talking about all of that and more. From the smallest to the broadest of details, Celeste is a home run. So is it a perfect game? Well, let's get into the nitty-gritty, shall we? You learn everything you need to learn about Celeste from the very first screen. This game is not fucking around, but also the punishment for dying is pretty lax. Basically, you're going to learn by dying in this game. And there's a lot to learn, so be prepared to die a lot. Like, I learned that the bonus level you unlock by finding and collecting secret cassette tapes are 5 times more difficult than the regular game. That lesson cost me almost 500 deaths. Sounds like it would be frustrating, huh? Well, it actually isn't. Most of the time. So I'll openly admit that I am one that sometimes does rage at a game. I recently streamed Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, so, you know, the evidence is out there. But with Celeste, I didn't find myself getting mad no matter how many times I died. Partly because the trolls are so tight and so perfect that I never once felt that I died in an unfair way. Secondly, the game was just too damn fun. Since you travel from screen to screen completing mostly short platforming challenges, there is always a good balance of accomplishment as you finish one screen and a new challenge to learn from on the next. Plus, the game knows when to take a break and give you a cutscene with its cast of quirky and endearing characters. I mean, seriously, I want to adopt the old lady as my grandma and marry Theo, and then we can all live together at the bottom of the mountain happily ever after. The game's pacing is so well done. Just when you feel you've mastered something, the game throws you something totally new. Just when you feel you've started to get frustrated, you end up in an easier portion. And all of the levels have a climactic finish, putting all of your skills to the test. Then there's a nice cooldown period where you get a cutscene from what is a surprisingly involving story. I was absolutely invested in all of the characters and their struggles and how relatable they were. You can see bits of yourself in all of them and their struggles to better themselves as people. I wasn't prepared for all these feelings from this platformer game. It's crazy to me that this simple little itch.io game grew into something so incredible. One of my longtime viewers turned me on to this itch.io game, and I just wanted to say thanks to them, Vitor, for showing me such an incredible game. Matt Thorson and Noel Berry should be incredibly proud of themselves for how they have transformed a good idea into a full-blown masterpiece. They show an amazing aptitude for level design that makes every single screen both a puzzle and an execution test. Plus, their ability to teach you as you play is to be applauded. You could teach lessons on game design from this game, I am telling you. Everything you do, you learn by playing the game, and that is as it should be. But, oh yeah, I was gonna talk about how this game isn't perfect. Well, it just might be. Not perfect for everyone, but for fans of platformers, absolutely. And while I honestly felt like I had more criticisms of the game, I just can't stop thinking about the thousands of perfect little touches in this game that make every moment a delight. The fact that the strawberries are totally optional, meaning that you can make the game more or less difficult by choosing whether or not to go for them. The way the strawberries only count as collected if you make it back to solid ground, so you can't just cheese them. The amount of replayability you get from this game because it makes you want to find every hidden collectible and become a master of every screen. The way the game manages to keep surprising you and exceeding your expectations after 8 hours of gameplay. How despite my hundreds and hundreds and possibly thousands of deaths, I never felt frustrated or cheated. That's a really special thing for a game to pull off. And Celeste is a really special game. Some games just have that wow factor where everything lines up perfectly, everything is solid or amazing, and it just becomes an experience to play. Celeste is one of those games. But hey, that's just my opinion on the game. Have you played Celeste? Have you not played Celeste? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as if you like this video, consider leaving it a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. And now I'm gonna start stammering. Click one of the videos that has now appeared on the screen, or the face, or whatever. If you click on something, you'll be taken to more of my content, which will be good for both of us. And if you don't click on anything, the video will end, and then you'll be bored, and you'll have to like go do homework, or work, or pay bills, or emails. Use me as an escape. Escapism. Ignore everything else. Just watch Wigwam. Just Wigwam. Bye-bye. Oh, and I love your beautiful faces.